In this video, I'm going to show you how to summon and beat the Eye of Cthulhu in Terraria. So in some previous videos, I showed you how to get platinum and how to increase your health and various other things that will kind of lead you up to beating the Eye and other bosses. That being said, you really can't walk into this fight without some decent gear, since the Eye of Cthulhu has a lot of health and does a lot of damage. If you want to know how to prepare to fight the Eye of Cthulhu, I'll leave a link to those videos in the description below. So first things first, we need to figure out how to summon him. Now there are two ways you can summon the Eye of Cthulhu. That's either wait for him to naturally spawn when meeting certain conditions, or summon him with a suspicious looking eye like I have right here. To summon the Eye of Cthulhu naturally, you gotta meet 3 requirements. The first of which is you have to have at least 10 armor and 200 health. You can see I have 320 health and 23 armor, so I'm doing good there. The next requirement is also not having beaten it before in your world. So you can only do this for the first time you've beaten the Eye of Cthulhu if he's appeared and you've beaten him, and any other time he will not spawn naturally. The last of which you have to meet is having at least 3 town NPCs, which you can see I just have my guide here since I've not expanded my housing, and so unfortunately we're not going to be able to do it naturally. But as you can see, I already do have a suspicious looking eye. This suspicious looking eye I found in a chest while looking through caves, but I'll show you how to craft it from scratch. To craft a suspicious looking eye, all you need is 6 lenses, which drop from demon eyes. They spawn only during the nighttime and float around in the sky. They look exactly like the eye itself, and they have a 30% chance of dropping those lenses. Once you have those 6 lenses, we can't exactly craft one of these demonic things at a regular crafting table, so we're going to need to go to either a demon altar or a crimson altar. To find one of these altars, we're going to need to go to either the corruption or crimson. In my case, I have the corruption, and we need to go down into these little holes here to find them. So in the corruption, one of those giant holes should eventually open up into a giant cavern which house a whole bunch of these demon altars. Just like a normal crafting table, all you have to do is stand next to it and go into your inventory. Once you have 6 lenses, the option to craft the suspicious looking eye should appear here. The Eye of Cthulhu can only be summoned and fought during the nighttime, so you should be cautious on when you actually decide to fight him. If you happen to have a clock in your world, you can start summoning the Eye of Cthulhu at 7:30 p.m. all the way up until sunrise at 4:30 a.m. Unfortunately, if you don't beat the Eye of Cthulhu by sunrise, he will fly off screen and despawn, so make sure to do it just as the sun starts to set to give you maximum amount of time. If you don't happen to own a clock, you can just wait for the music to change, as a different tune will be played depending on whether it is night or day. While waiting for the Eye of Cthulhu, you can see I've built this sort of battle platform. If you want to learn more about the mechanics behind Cthulhu, you can head over to GameTimeBros.com and check out that specific video there. It's also a good idea to keep some health potions on you so you can heal yourself during the battle. I would also normally not recommend fighting this boss in the corruption, since a lot of these Eater of Souls start to spawn and it can make it a lot more difficult. One of the weapons you should have while fighting the Eye of Cthulhu is definitely something ranged. Right now I have this hurtful platinum bow, which will do a lot better than just the normal broadsword. Now that it is nighttime and the music has changed, let's fight the Eye of Cthulhu. When the Eye of Cthulhu reaches half health, it will transform. It's much more aggressive and becomes a little bit more difficult to defeat. And it appears we are just about done. One of the main reasons that you want to defeat the Eye of Cthulhu is not just the amount of gold it gives you, but also the demonite ore, which is hard to get pretty much anywhere else. We can turn this demonite ore into demonite bars, and then into weapons and armor. If you want to craft anything other than just a weapon out of demonite, we're going to need demonite scales, which I'll show you how to get in the next video. In this video, I showed you how to beat the Eye of Cthulhu, and the next I will show you how to beat the Eater of Worlds. If you like these videos and want to see more, you can head over to GameTimeBros.com, sign up to be a free member, and get access to more in-depth guides.